because there has been so much subconscious programming on this earth and to the people of this earth. The ancient history, the true history of the planet and its people has been lost and has been completely eradicated from the educational curriculum, universities, educational factions, business, globalization, corporate business, anything and everything that you can imagine in terms of interactionism and communication between human beings does not involve the ancient history of the earth. And just to give you an example of this, we still don't know to this day who built the Great Pyramid and why. We are taught in school that it was built by slaves, and the pyramids were supposed to serve as tombs for ancient kings and queens. Well, when we study the Great Pyramid, then we realize mathematically that it would be physically impossible for human beings to lift some of the stone blocks that make up the Great Pyramid and position them in the way that the blocks are positioned. Now, if we can't prove who built the Great Pyramid, then why aren't we asking questions? Why aren't we talking about this in schools and universities? In fact, just to mention, the Japanese once tried to replicate a building one-fifth of the size of the Great Pyramid, and they failed to do so. So if the Japanese and all their technology can't replicate a building one-fifth of the size of the Great Pyramid, then it was most definitely not slaves who built it. In fact, one of the theories out there is that only advanced technology could have built the Great Pyramid, advanced technology that we don't have access to. And so the theory then becomes about higher beings, perhaps extraterrestrial beings who came from another planet to build the Great Pyramid, to leave it as a message. That's just one example of the ancient history of the earth that has been lost in this day and age. We are so consumed in everything else, technology and social media and corporate business, and all of these distractions really are to deter you from your spiritual journey of evolution. We humans who are incarnate at this moment in time are here to answer those questions. We are here to start asking those questions as to who built the Great Pyramid and why. Questions like, why aren't we taught about this in school? And as we begin to open up the ancient history of the earth, we begin to realize that most of the things we have been taught are lies. For those of you who are interested in reading and you want to educate yourself on the history of the earth and some of the monuments and buildings that could not have been built by human beings, then Graham Hancock's Fingerprints of the Gods is a great book to read, and there's information in there about the Great Pyramids. Now, the ancient mystery school teachings are said to be magical teachings of wisdom that were lost in ancient times. And these ancient mystery school teachings are now coming out in the form of books, information that people are releasing in videos. So the positive thing about all of this is that this information is now beginning to come out. And as this information comes out, human beings awaken to the truth. And when we awaken to the truth, we begin to manifest a completely different reality. It's almost like going back in time. Because if we start asking questions as to who built the Great Pyramids and why, perhaps we might actually get the answer. And when we get the answer, we might be able to build the Great Pyramid ourselves. And so really what's happening is an amazing process of human beings awakening to the truth, coming out of a slumber, and really beginning to manifest the realities that we came to manifest here on this planet, which is a reality of peace, happiness, prosperity, abundance, and wealth. All of those things have been promised and we are on the way. But in order to get there, we need to start asking more questions. We need to start discovering the truth about our reality. Who is it that is hiding information about the Great Pyramid and why? And it's not only the Great Pyramid. There are many things out there that human beings need to question and find answers to. There is magic that exists in this reality. I've seen magic for myself. And so really we find ourselves in interesting times, in times where anything is possible. Anything can be manifested, only if you desire it. Thank you for checking in today's video.